131 to 135. The Real Housewives of DC. Bravo's ill-fated attempt at highlighting our nation's capital brought together 4 women so forgettable you'd be forgiven for erasing them from your memory. Their names are Mary Ammons, Linda Erkalishian, Kat Amani and Stacey Scott Turner, and one so desperate for fame that she crashed a party at the White House. More on her later. 130. Kimberly Bryant, The Real Housewives of Orange County. Who? 129. Tammy Knickerbocker, The Real Housewives of Orange County. Vaguely familiar, but. 128. Deshawn Snow, The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Once upon a time, Deshawn starred on the same TV show as Nene Leakes. Surprising, we know. 127. Elizabeth Lynn Vargas, The Real Housewives of Orange County. This one-season housewife brought nothing to the Orange County table. 126. Jenny Nguyen, The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Utah's newest Season 2 housewife went out with a bang, and not in a good way. In January 2022, Jenny was fired after offensive and racially insensitive old Facebook posts resurfaced online. Jenny later apologized but the damage was done. Sponsored links by Taboola. How virtual platforms are championing women in cycling. Cyclist. 125. Quinn Fry, The Real Housewives of Orange County. Her defining trait was cougar. 124. Katie Rost, The Real Housewives of Potomac. Katie loved to talk about her charity work, but didn't do much else on screen. She was one and done, only to come back and not contribute much as a friend. Leaving the cast trip early? A Housewives no-no. 123. Charisse Jackson Jordan, The Real Housewives of Potomac. Her marriage problems were on full display the 2 seasons she was a full-time housewife. That and her champagne room are the 2 memorable things about. Sponsored links by Taboola. Don't dress yourself old. These 17 fashion items make you look older. Habit Tribe. 122. Shamari DeVoe, The Real Housewives of Atlanta. A one-and-done housewife, Shamari was at least fun? 121. Gina Kirschenheiter, The Real Housewives of Orange County. In her first season, Gina was just kind of there. Her second, the 14th season of RHOC, followed Gina as she opened up about her marriage problems, was arrested, fought with quite a few ladies and dyed her hair. And yet, she's still kind of just there. 120. Eva Marcille, RHOA. The America's Next Top Model veteran picked up a peach for seasons 11 and 12, but never really made an impression in the world of RHOA, aside from being pregnant for what felt like her entire tenure. Points for that epic read of Marlo Hampton while in Tokyo, though. Sponsored links by Taboola. Work as a nurse in the USA, see their salaries. Nursing jobs in US, search ads. 119. Siggy Flicker, The Real Housewives of New Jersey. From peacekeeper in her first season to unrelenting complaints about a thrown cake and unfounded claims of anti-Semitism in her second, and last, season. We're not sure we've ever seen a quicker Real Housewives fall from grace than this one. 118. Peggy Sulahan, The Real Housewives of Orange County. While it was nice to see some diversity in the Lily White OC, Peggy ultimately proved to be a frustrating presence in season 12. The fights she chose to pick were bizarre, and often involving someone using a word she simply didn't understand, and her decision to simply hide out in her room for an entire day during the trip to Iceland proved that she wasn't really cut out for this Real Housewives life. 117. Karen Sierra, The Real Housewives of Miami. All we remember about Karen is that she was a dentist and none of her co-stars seemed to like her at all. Next. Sponsored links by Taboola. Octomom's kids are all grown up. Here's how they turned out. Interesticle. 116. Christy Rice, The Real Housewives of Miami. This was a real person with a show on Bravo. We promise. 115. Jules Weinstein, The Real Housewives of New York City. As one of RHONY's more recent one-and-dones, Jules' tenure was too brief to rank any higher. However, she sure did deliver her fair share of drama. 114. Larsa Pippen, The Real Housewives of Miami. If only we knew then that she was Kim Kardashian's BFF at the time. Sponsored links by Taboola. Villas in Dubai might be cheaper than you think. Luxury villas in Dubai. 113. Anna Quincoses, The Real Housewives of Miami. Anna followed up her one season as a Bravo-lebrity by competing on season 12 of Next Food Network Star in 2016. She didn't make it there, either. 112. Joyce Giraud de Ohoven, The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Unfortunately, she was nothing more than a punching bag for Brandi Glanville. Plus, her tagline celebrating the icky notion that you can never be too skinny was. 111. Cindy Barshop, The Real Housewives of New York City. Cindy was supposed to be the new Bethany Frankel. Cindy was no Bethany Frankel. Sponsored links by Taboola. These are the most loyal dog breeds for seniors. Senior Mag. 110. Nicole Martin, The Real Housewives of Miami. All 3 season 4 newbies on RHOM are basically tied in our book, so we placed them all together. Dr. Nicole was smart and feisty and not afraid to go head-to-head with Miami OGs Larsa Pippen or Marisol Patton. We'd love to see her bring even more fire when Peacock returns with season 5. 109. Julia Lamigova, The Real Housewives of Miami. The first LGBT housewife ever cast on a Housewives series, Julia is truly fascinating. From being married to tennis legend Martina Navratilova and raising dozens of animals on a Miami farm, to her epic Hamptons hangover, Julia has everything a good housewife needs. She also didn't shy away from opening up about the death of her baby son, pulling on our heartstrings and making us feel even closer to her. We love us some Julia. 108. Gertie Abrera, The Real Housewives of Miami. Party planner Gertie was a hurricane of energy and shined bright on season 4. Plus, she's fierce as hell. We're betting on her return for a sophomore